My name is Ralpeal Afolayan. I am co-founder of Mytherapist.ng, and we're Africa's fastest access to quality mental health support. I've been a CEO for about 2 years now. Funny enough, Mytherapist.ng started about 3 years ago. And when we started the company, it was because I saw that there was a problem with Nigerians getting access to quality mental health support. And as someone who had gone through that problem, needing to talk to a therapist but not having anyone to talk to and finding that process really, really challenging, I decided to solve it for everyone that was, around me. So I brought up the issue with my therapist at the time, and we decided to, start the company together. As at then, I really just wanted to be the tech guy, quote unquote. So I started Mytherapist.ng as the CTO, and my co-founder acted as COO. So along the line where we saw how serious this was getting, people were using the service, people were reaching out for partnerships, and it was just really important that somebody assume the chief executive officer position. And somehow I found myself rising up to that occasion and taking up the title about 6-7 months into our journey. So officially I've been a CEO for 2 years and about 3 months now. I would say I am inspired by the work we do. First of all, it's a crucial service that a lot of people need access to. Mental health support is not something that a lot of people are found very easy to get, and the work that we do at Mytherapist.ng inspires me because I immediately can see the reflection or the output of the work that we do in people that I speak to. Right? Imagine talking to someone, and somewhere usually, in fact, like there's no room that I've walked into where someone has not really heard of Mytherapist.ng. Either they know somebody who has used the service, or they know somebody who has been impacted by what we do. So that is really, really inspiring. And this is also coming from the fact that when we started the company, it was meant to be a solution to a simple problem. I personally had gone through a lot of troubling instances trying to look for mental health support, and getting access to quality and affordable care was seeming too difficult to achieve. So I sought to do something about it. I enlisted the help of a therapist who I later found out was one of the best in Africa to join me in building something that, even if it was as basic as having a listing where people could go, look through available therapists and pick whoever they wanted to talk to. That was what we thought we were going to start with. And we did start with that, but along the line we saw that much more still needed to be done. So we made Mytherapist.ng into a full all-in-one service for people to get mental health support. With Mytherapist.ng now, you can get access to tools for your mental health, like breathing exercises, journals, guided meditation. Even when you feel like you can't sleep, we have tools available for you to get all of the support that you need. And when it comes to a really, really critical stage where you need to get medication, we have psychiatrists on the platform who are able to talk to you, diagnose you, prescribe medication. And we even have, right now we have agents in various cities here in Nigeria that can take things like your blood pressure samples, get them across to a psychiatrist who is able to fully give you a diagnosis, get you all of the help that you need, and set you on the path to full wellness. The simplest answer would be myself. I find it really, really thrilling to watch myself grow, see the impact of the work that I've done, see it multiplied, and know that in 5 months from now, I'm looking back at today, for example, and knowing that I've done much better than I was in the days before. The fact that there's a lot to be done, while it is challenging, is also really, really exciting, because the work that we do, we can easily see the impact amongst people. I can't count the amount of times actually that people have come to us, call our support lines just to say thank you for providing the service that they really, really needed. So that in itself is inspiring. It's challenging in a way also because you have that reputation to uphold. and you can't mess up, right? This is a service that is being used by about 9,000 people across Africa already. So there's a lot that is challenging, there's a lot that is inspiring about it at the same time. Let me see. Is it raising funds to be able to sustain the business? Would it be in managing people, the people that you work with? Would it be in securing partnerships with other businesses to drive your business forward? Would it be the government itself? Because at some point, it's as if you're fighting your own wars and then you're also fighting government regulations too. So all of that is challenging, and I would really maybe term it unfair to pick just one as the most challenging. All right. Decision making in itself is also something I would call challenging too, but over time I think it has grown a bit simpler for me. Well, given that the mental health industry here in Nigeria has not been around for a long time, I would not say that there's somebody to look up to just yet. So I'm going to pick from the general startup scene. And one person that I look up to really, really well is Shola Akinade of Paystack. He's one of the people that I know that I'm going to get to work with him. If not work with him, maybe collaborate with him in the near future. I love the way that he handles, people. I've come to experience some Paystack team members, and them giving me the scope of what goes on internally at Paystack is something that I really, really sometimes even feel jealous about, right? Because in my head I'm like, why not have a team just like this, right? So I love the way the Paystack ecosystem was built from start, and now inspiring millions of businesses across the world. So yes, I really look up to Shola Akinade of Paystack, and of course his co-founder Ezra. So Mytherapist.ng has a lot of exciting partnerships already. We have one with Wella Health. So with Wella Health, we are able to give people access to micro health insurance, right? So imagine paying 900 naira every month and not having to worry about cost of treating malaria or typhoid. That's one service that our users already have access to through our partnership with Wella Health. We have another partnership with Pharmacy Africa. What this helps us do is whenever any of our psychiatrists needs to prescribe a medication to a user, Pharmacy Africa helps with sorting all of that out. So from testing the user, doing checkups for them, prescribing the medication, getting the prescription fulfilled, that's delivering it to the end user's house, and making sure that nobody knows about it, right? That's one partnership that Pharmacy Africa helps us handle. So yes, those are the two partnerships that I would immediately spotlight. We have other exciting partnerships. We have with YOA Insurance, and we have as well with HCI Healthcare, which we just signed and I'm really, really looking forward to. But those are the two or three main ones that I would spotlight. So somebody that I really want, at least for Mytherapist.ng, to collaborate with is going to be number one, Alex Unusual. I've seen how passionate she is and how vocal she is about mental health, and I've of course gotten to interact with her at an event. We took pictures together, but I really would want our relationship to be something deeper. There's a lot that I think that the mental health space here in Nigeria can benefit from my voice, and Mytherapist.ng really, really wants to work with you, Alex, if you're watching this. I really don't like being a motivational speaker. I like to think that life will motivate you first of all. If your situation isn't motivating you to get better, then you probably are not in the right situation. But yes, what I would tell you is find something that you like doing. Life is going to be really, really tough, and what is going to keep you going is if you enjoy what you do. If you're in any industry for the money, which is fine too, right? But if that is your sole motivation, if money is your sole motivation, it's going to be really, really difficult for you to keep going when that money has come, or when it seems like that money will not come. But when you enjoy what you do, it's a bit easier to deal with things when you know that you love what you do, which is why I really love working at mytherapist.ng. As someone who has been running the business for some time now, I know that there's a lot of setbacks to expect. I've experienced some, overcome some, others I know I'm anticipating them, right? But I like to think about why I'm doing this in the first place. Why did I try to, go into this area of life? Look at my purpose. Am I achieving it? Is this enough to stop me? Usually the answer is no, right? I've not seen something that I think would stop me, right? And somehow, even when setback comes, it's usually like another perspective to look at things. Have I done something wrong? Is there something I could be doing better? So usually I strategize, look at what caused this setback, and make sure that doesn't repeat itself again. So that's it for me. First of all, I make sure that I'm on every major news outlet, looking for what affects me, at least as far as the mental health industry is concerned. I'm also a tech professional, so that's another industry that I'm also affiliated with too. So I make sure that I read, I'm up to date with everything going on, and I'm daily sharing updates as my journey is progressing. I'm a big fan of learning in public, so I'm not afraid to make mistakes. I make sure that I share what I'm going through, share my lessons, share my motivations, share my mistakes even, right? To make sure that people know to avoid these mistakes in the future, right? And usually, I would not say that I've built a fan base for myself yet. I'm nowhere near that happening, but usually there's a lot of people who are really interested in what I have to say. And my final nugget here is take care of your mental health. When you go and get stuff, you are all that you have. Make sure that you're the best version of yourself, always. Go to therapy if you need to. Develop better relationships with people around you. And lastly, keep watching UTV Africa.